Last Day on Earth and Brawl Stars are two of the biggest games in mobile gaming. Both released beta versions of their games early summer of 2017 and have spent over a year developing their games with the extensive feedback of their players. Brawl Stars officially released their game 2 months ago on December 12th, 2018, whereas Last Day on Earth still hasn't announced an official release date. Currently, the two games have similar amount of downloads, rankings, and reviews, but these two games are very different. In this video, I'm going to compare these two games using these 7 categories. Now, my first thought regarding graphics was to give the two games a tie. Brawl Stars is a simple game, and they have done a great job with their artwork. Better graphics wouldn't necessarily help the game that much, which is part of what makes Supercell so smart when they design their games. Graphics in Last Day on Earth, however, are really important and make a big difference in how enjoyable the game is. The devs of Last Day on Earth have done a great job with graphics, but they have shown me some of the stuff that is still in development, and it is a lot better. So I had thought about ranking them the same, but after thinking about how unfair it would be to rank them poorly against their own work, and the fact that in the millions of reviews of these two games, Last Day on Earth has a much higher ranking in the area of graphics, I realized that it is clear Last Day on Earth wins in this area. Multiplayer, on the other hand, is a clear win for Brawl Stars. Everything in Brawl Stars is multiplayer, and it is well done. Android and iOS play nicely together, there's very little lag, and the competition is fair. While Last Day on Earth has started to develop their multiplayer system and has some exciting things coming soon, it is still far from being fully implemented into the game. So until that happens, this is an easy win for Brawl Stars. Next, let's talk about the grind required in each game. Getting to the top of the leaderboard in Brawl Stars normally takes hundreds and hundreds of hours. But this isn't the best comparison because Last Day on Earth doesn't even have a leaderboard yet. So let's compare the two games based on how long it would take to max your account. In Brawl Stars, maxing your account without spending money will require playing at least 2 hours every day for a year to a year and a half. Playing more than those 2 hours won't help you max your account faster due to the internal limits set up in the game. Other than how often events spawn, Last Day on Earth doesn't have any limits on how fast you advance, making it to where you can max your account much faster, but it does also require playing a lot more. So let's take the 500 hours required to max your account in Brawl Stars as the standard. To get a base that has every workbench in the game, unlocking every area in the game, and achieving every challenge in the game will take you around 150 hours. To get to level 200, which is the highest level in the game, it will take you between 250 and 300 hours. Getting all level 3 walls in a medium to large base would take around 700 hours, and to get all level 4 walls would probably be over 10,000. So in conclusion, I would say that Last Day on Earth requires significantly less grind to feel like you've accomplished everything in the game. But this brings us to the next section of how friendly these games are to free-to-play players. While Brawl Stars is pay to win, as I mentioned in my warning video, it is significantly less pay to win than any other game Supercell has ever made. Now, I know that all Supercell games have started out more free-to-play than they have ended up, which makes me a little wary of Brawl Stars. But so far, it is starting out a lot less pay to win than any of the other ones. Last Day on Earth, on the other hand, is Kafir's first big game, so it has gotten a lot of flack for being pay to win. And to the devs' credit, they have made some great changes to improve this. One of the best examples of this is the survival guide, which only costs $5, and if you work the quest efficiently, you will get hundreds of dollars worth of materials, including the guarantee to finish your motorcycle, which is the most desired item in the game. But even with these amazing improvements, the price of buying a max base makes it to where I would argue that Brawl Stars is less pay to win than Last Day on Earth. In the area of gameplay, Last Day on Earth receives significantly better reviews, and while I do agree with these reviews, I believe this is because Last Day on Earth is a more complex game. Brawl Stars has really good gameplay for the type of game that it is, and the only reason that I think people are rating Last Day on Earth higher in this area is because it offers more complex gameplay. Nevertheless, the statistics don't lie, and I would also give this category to Last Day on Earth. In the area of long-lasting fun, I think Brawl Stars is currently winning. Even though Last Day on Earth has a lot more content, the lack of multiplayer can make that content grow stale quickly, whereas multiplayer in Brawl Stars brings a freshness to those 7 game types each time you play. So I would say that Brawl Stars is the winner in this category, but because Last Day on Earth has more content, I think that it will be the winner in this category as soon as they implement multiplayer. And then the last category is the storyline, in which I'm going to give them a tie. In the famous words of Poco, "You gotta best
furry cactus, grave-digging bats, and a killer biker crow. Oh, and if you stop to explain, you're a goner.
And while Last Day on Earth does have an occasional story hidden among quests, it doesn't really have a storyline either. So I'm going to give the two games a tie in this category, but I do think that Last Day on Earth has a lot more potential in this category. Brawl Stars could come up with some really cool short stories that would be a lot of fun to watch, but if Last Day on Earth wanted to, they could come up with some amazing storylines like the ones found in similar games like Grim Soul or Prey Day Survival. Well, that's it guys. Hope that helps. Sorry I haven't been posting a lot lately. The first month of every college semester is especially busy for me in my normal job, so hopefully now that things are settling down, I will be able to start posting more videos soon. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.